Welcome to my YouTube channel again. If we haven't met before, I'm Sarah. I run Dare to Grow, and I teach business owners how to market and grow their businesses online, social media, email marketing. My goal is to make this stuff so much easier for you, so much less stressful, so that you can show up and do the fun stuff, get customers and clients, and talk about what you do on the internet. So in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about what I've been up to, why I'm on YouTube now, and why I think that this time I can actually make this stuff work. But if you've been following me, you might notice that I've been gone for 2 months. So I took August off while my parents were in town so I could hang out with them. I'm in San Diego. They're in Michigan. And so I planned to take that time off to spend with them, but then I also ended up kind of taking off September as well, outwardly. So I was still home working. I have something fun coming out in the next like 4 days. I'm gonna be able to publish it, but I really stayed off the internet, off my computer. I was Netflixing and hanging out with Hazel and hanging out with my family, and also having a little bit of a mental health roller coaster, a very not fun mental health roller coaster. And so I'm going to talk about that as well, because if you can't tell, I am feeling really good, like really good, better than I have probably in the past couple of years. And so I'm going to talk about how I kind of got myself and my brain and everything back together, back online and going again, because it was an interesting couple of months. But I'm going to share all of that in a separate video because I have lots of things I want to talk about, both the kind of big mental health shifts that I made and also all the little stuff and all the little habits that help to kind of keep me going day to day as I am now feeling in a much better space. So one of the things that happened as I was taking time off is I really had a good amount of time to reflect on how I was running my business, how I was creating content, things that were feeling good or just felt like difficult every single week. And so I took that time to really reevaluate and restructure a bunch of things in my business. And one of those is content, which is why I'm now making YouTube videos. During that 2 months, I decided I am going to delete Instagram. I'm not going to look at the app. I'm not going to scroll. I'm not going to post. I'm not responding to anything. So I deleted the app off my phone for all of August. And then when I came back, I didn't really feel like posting to Instagram. I'm restructuring my content plan. The podcast is still in there, but instead of starting with the podcast as my main piece of content, and then splitting it up into little pieces for Instagram and email and my blog, I'm gonna start with YouTube and see how this works, honestly. So I did a YouTube channel before, I think it was like 2015, 2016. I posted a total of 3 videos and then gave it up. Not really on purpose. I wasn't like 3 videos and I'm not doing this anymore. It was more like 3 videos and then I never quite found the time to make more videos. So I want to share a little bit about why I think this time it's actually gonna work, because I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff completely differently that really held me back last time. But luckily, since that was like 7 years ago, I've made a million videos, courses, Instagram, Reels, I've been doing workshops, and so I have lots more on-camera experience and I feel more comfortable just kind of like showing up as I am. Okay, I did my makeup today. This is not usually how I look, but showing up just as I am on my couch. I used to make the process so complicated that after those 3 videos, I just didn't want to do it again. So now I'm using my iPhone, sound and video, it's all from my iPhone. I used to set up my big tripod with my DSLR. And before I was also putting a lot of time into hair and makeup, which I did today, but not as much as before. I would have those big softbox lights because, the clouds would go by and change my lighting and it would drive me crazy. And then when I was editing, I would take so much time to try and get every little thing perfect that it would take me like 6 hours to edit a video. We are not doing any of that anymore. I do not have any lights up. I'm literally just pointed at the window. I have a smaller tripod with my phone on it, and I'm writing an outline, like bullet points, instead of writing a full script. When I was originally making videos, I would literally write line by line exactly the words that I wanted to say, and then I would read the line on my computer and then speak it to the camera, and I would have to do that over and over again because I would mess it up all the time, or I couldn't remember a long, 3-sentence thing, and so it would be really choppy, and for some reason I just thought that that looked terrible, and I made a big deal out of trying to edit things and make them look perfect. I don't do that anymore. I'm gonna be moving around. Hazel's been in and out of the camera. I adjusted the camera while I was talking because I didn't like the amount of space above my head. Having everything be so perfect and not moving and, not having anything moving in and out of the camera or changing your shot makes a really boring video. Because I was just like sitting here announcing the Instagram news when I should be like talking to you like you're a human, because you're a human. I think. If you're not a human, DM me. But I made it way too hard on myself and it took forever. And then in the end, after I edited everything, I didn't even love the videos. I was like, I did all of this work, I'm gonna post it, but I wasn't excited about it. A big part of what I do every week is creating content, creating videos, teaching, going on stories. I was realizing that plus the podcast was coming out to a lot of work for me every week, even though I do have someone that edits my podcast and posts it, and my VA edits all of the transcripts. So it's not just me doing all of the work, but it was still feeling like a ton of work. And Instagram has not been working for me, which I hate saying because I love Instagram. If you've been following me, you know I have tons of tips and trainings on Instagram, and that platform is just not, it doesn't like me right now. And because a lot of things were feeling really difficult, it was taking a lot of energy, a lot of time, or I was putting all of this time and energy in, and then I wasn't seeing the results or the engagement or even the views. So I do have a whole video that is already online about Instagram versus YouTube. I'm not leaving Instagram, I'm not ditching it altogether. I have a sizable audience over there, but it is very frustrating when I have almost 8,000 followers on Instagram and only like 300 people are seeing some of my posts. So I have lots of thoughts on that. It's all gonna be in the other video. So over the past couple of months, I've been looking at the best ways to grow my audience, to market my business, to bring new people into the Dare to Grow membership, to sell my new planner. It's probably already online now. You probably already know about it. So I am feeling like I've got a much better shot with all of my experience, and maybe I'm just getting older, but I really give a lot less fucks than I did before about how I appear on video. As long as you can see me and you can hear me and I've got good information, that is all we need. It doesn't need to be perfect. So the other part of this that is kind of shifting a little bit is how I organize my content structure. So before I had Instagram at the top because I enjoyed creating content over there and I was getting great engagement and reach and new clients and customers out of it. And then I also had the podcast at the top because that was my longest piece of content. Instagram really chopped things down when they got rid of IGTV and put everything into video and then really focused on Reels. And I am tired of cutting my amazing, brilliant content into teeny videos just to please the algorithm. I have more things that I need to tell you, and it is going to be a waste of your time to just see me dancing and pointing if you want to market your business online. So we're going to hang out on YouTube. The audio from all of the YouTube videos will be on the podcast, so you will still get a podcast every week. I know some of you have been missing it. Thank you for letting me know. That makes me so happy. And then Instagram is just gonna get like the video clips. I want to say the leftovers, but that sounds terrible. I'm not abusing Instagram, just giving it the leftovers. But I am going to not be creating as much content specifically for Instagram. So I'm not going to sit down and make reels. I'm going to take this video and I'm going to chop up a bunch of 30-second, minute-long clips, and that will be my Instagram content. And I will probably show up on stories a little bit more, but I've already done 5 videos and it's only been 2 weeks of me doing this. So I'm feeling good. I feel like we can get this done. So like I said, there's gonna be videos on my restructured content plan. I'm gonna draw you a little chart. There's gonna be videos on the big mental health shifts that help me feel so much fucking better, so much better. If you are feeling shitty and having mental health struggles, hang in there, because I did not think I would feel like this so quickly. And it's been years, but like the past 6 months and then the past 3 months have been not good. And I really came out of it really fast. And I have explanations and details. I'm gonna share that with you. That video is already available, so you can hop into the channel, subscribe, and you can see that. In a couple of weeks, I'm gonna share kind of the little day-to-day stuff that I'm doing that's really helping. And I also have a video on why I've decided to spend less time on Instagram and more time on YouTube. So all the details over there. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and let me know what you think. Are you into YouTube? Do you watch YouTube usually? I've kind of just started watching more often and finding people that I like on YouTube as I am learning about growing my channel. And leave a comment if there's anything else you want me to talk about. I am happy to chat about anything I've done, because if I can do it, you can totally do it too. I'll talk to you again soon.